Hey folks, welcome back to Band with Florence and Vinny Sauce. You're back with us, Nick Forster, and tonight we're going to inspect the salt we picked up a couple weeks ago and see if we gotta get a crank or bearings for it. He bought it as part saw. It's a little beat up, but we'll see what she'll do. So without further ado, here it is. It is a Dolmar 6400. Taking a real liking to these old dollies. Bought his part saw, knew exactly what it was from coming in. Ain't got a piston, or ain't got a cylinder, it's got a piston. This is a 6400. No carb, not much of anything. Got a fuel line. I don't even think this is actually bolted down. No, it's not. So we can get it out. But I got a bunch of parts of these that I picked up. Does look like we may have see if she's any good or she locked up. That's the question. She's loose. Got a little bit of a hard spot. Can't tell if that's the coil catching or a bad spot in it. Piston don't look terrible. I don't know why somebody pulled the cylinder off of it. Unless they were chasing down an air leak. But, I'll say that. She feels loose. Pretty loose at least. Let's see. She may have one tight spot right there. That's tough to tell. I have to take the starter cover off. Let's do that. Of course it's a hex. I believe is this guy. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what she looks like. I ain't never tore one of these Dolmars all the way down, so I'll be curious to see what she's like. Yeah, I gotta clean it up. I was hoping to at least put a cylinder on it before I blew off all that crap. Don't look like much has gotten down in it, but we'll have to see. We can flush out the bottom end. Let's pull out this starter cover and see. Like I said, just gonna inspect. So go ahead, clue y'all in for the game plan on this saw. I've had a big bore cylinder floating around, and I really just did not feel right putting it on my 6400 that I got because it just runs so good. Seriously, the thing, ever since I got the carb worked out on it, starts up 3 to 4 poles, runs like a champ. I just hate to do it to that saw. So let's see here. Yeah, that's just the coil, I believe. Yeah, that's just the coil catching right there. She's actually pretty darn good. She's loose. Yeah, it's literally right where the coil catches. Just filling the magnets. So she's good that way. No overslop in her bottom end that I can tell. Let's see, up and down. No. I think we're good. I think we are good. Yeah, it definitely may have ate something right there. Yeah. The ring is what's called right there. That's what's going on with that. Do have some fines down in there. Have to blow that out. Not a whole ton, but I do have some. Get some of it out. Try to get it down in there. Yeah, not a whole lot down in there. She's still pretty clean for the most part. We'll just be able to flush that out, I do believe. Yeah, my game plan is today. Big bore 85cc on this saw. Sorry, my light didn't turn on. 85 cc's. I'm gonna try to port it. We'll see what she acts like with porting. So I won't really know. I actually used one of the bolts to blocked off fuel line. Something I'm notorious for. But yeah, I got choke, got a carb, got an intake boot, got the cylinder, got cylinder bolts. I bought a fair amount of Dolmar parts when I got my first one. This one, unless the handle's got a crack in it somewhere, it's actually in pretty decent shape. I don't think it was a super high or saw, to be perfectly honest. I don't think it was at all. It is missing the rim, but we got plenty of those. And here the what's called for the drum in there for the oil pump drive. So that's good. As far as spark, I ain't got a clue on that one. I'll have to put a cylinder on or whatnot to see that. But we still got, like I said, gotta clean it up some. Some of that junk out of there. Just trying to wipe out what I can with my fingers. Yeah. A lot to round up those parts, but yeah. Bottom end feels free. I think somebody just pulled the cylinder because it ate something, or it lean seized and pinched the ring, and they didn't do anything with it. Decided to sell it, or somebody inherited it somehow, some way, and they decided to sell it. There really ain't nothing down in there. I may not even have to blow it out. There's no fines. Let me go see if I can find that cylinder. I think it's over here. 6401 big bore, 54 millimeter. Sorry, got all kind of junk in here. You don't see it. I mean, I'm gonna hide it. Got a box right there and got parts wrapped up all over the place. I do have a true 7900 factory cylinder, but holding that off because those are getting really expensive, where these you can pick up fairly cheap. And I do know that these are notorious for plating coming off, so we're going to have to be really careful with that. This one is the side decomp, so that's nice. We'll have to plug that. Go ahead and probably JB weld in this impulse because they're notorious for coming out. This is a single ring piston. Those are circlips, and they're actually the good kind. Heavy old pin. I'll have to weigh the pin versus the other one. Then, what's it called? The only thing about these Dolmars, they use a super narrow, what's it called? Super narrow skirt on them, and you can't open these things up hardly at all. Now, transfers you can definitely open up, especially on these big bores. Shape them back a little bit further toward the intake on both sides. And then another thing is you cut off where this port is shrouded, see right there, bring it back out to here. That's another good thing of it. So yeah, we'll just have to see. Got a nice flat band in the top, it appears. We'll just have to see how she goes out. I'd love to see what the timing number stock are on it. Pull it on off. Pull that piston yet. Don't feel too bad, honestly. So we're gonna try to port it and see how chippy the plating is. Plating looks fairly thick, but that may be why it's mighty chippy. Alright, let's see. Go get that pin out right there. Let's see. Good, just scrape across my finger. Didn't feel too hot. I'll have to use a pick or something. That ain't the one I want. That's the one I want. See that? Biggest fan of these rings. See if I can get it where I can see a little bit better. Sorry, these turf clips. Hey man. No, it's not. Okay. There we go. Where we can see it a little bit. They like the steels. I'm not a huge fan of the steel turf clips. Now they're not going to come out. They will not. Man, getting them in, getting them out is a pain in the butt. Seriously. I'm just going to try to use this pick and hopefully she don't skull with me. Trying to bend my pick up. There we go. Got it. Now let's see if we can get it out without it flying all over the place. Oh, no. I'm going to do it. Get her further up. Man. Sucker don't like to come out of there now, does it? There she goes. We may just end up using these bad boys if they're that difficult to get out of there. Whew. Hey, I don't mind most aftermarket stuff, but when it comes to circlips, they don't have the greatest in anybody's book. Let's see. That's going to come out for us. She's coming. She's just tight. That thing's tight. Just get her to go all the way out. There she goes. Should be all the way out there. She's holding them just by the last little bit. Let's see. There she goes. And that thing is tight off on that bore. Real tight. I said that piston's junk. Wish that thing would slide all the way down it. Or my next biggest winch is. I used it not too long ago. But I don't know. That don't mean I know where it is. There's one over here. This one smaller one. But my light won't go out because I got it set on. Well, I'll just use this. She's so close to getting out of there. That pin is very tight. Very, very tight. But I can already tell you, a whole lot lighter. This sucker is a whole lot lighter than that other one. Also much smaller too. Yeah, that other one's a lot thicker and a little longer, which is interesting. There's that one. That'll be tough to get the what's called in there. It may end up just what's called in this one. Like I said, I don't even know if that piston was a factory piston or not. Ain't no telling. Curious what these things weigh, cause that thing, yeah, this one's so much lighter than this one. Maybe even go through here. I wonder. And if it does, how far in does it go? Shoot, that's about perfect. I may run that pin. This sucker. Like I said, a whole lot daggum stiffer. Then when I put it in, I don't know if I'm gonna have room to get the circlips in. That's gonna be tight. Yeah, it's gonna be real tight getting that circlip in. But we'll see. So I'd like to keep that, get that other clip. See if we can get it out. Oh, really? I think it's got some pressure on her. Send a pick into my finger. Yeah, that thing. Those little guys right there got some serious pressure on them. I don't know how these aftermarket ones are going to be, but these guys right here, let me tell you. Trying to find an empty box I can throw these in. Just to hold on to them. We'll probably end up reusing those. Same, like I said, I don't know with the pen. Keep the pen for now. Set them, I guess, over there for now. Get this pin out. Throw this ring on. Just set her down on here. See what she looks like, what she feels like. There's a ring. See if we need one of these base gaskets or not. She's a head slammer, then we know we'll have to run one. Old cheap ring. Hopefully we don't smack it when we put her on. There we go. Got some good ring tension on it. So that's her exhaust, that's her intake. Slide it back on around here. I'll grab its pin for now just because it slides pretty decent. Actually, throw a little bit of grease on it, ain't gonna hurt. I mean, our big end don't look bad. Don't look bad at all. There we go. Let's grease her up, just see. Throw some grease down here. Still wanting our ring lands. Go. Now, shouldn't need a ring compressor for this. Should just go down in there. We'll see. Don't fumble around and get this thing all over the place. It will need a ring compressor. Or my fingers, whichever one comes easier. I tell you, most of the time it's just my fingers. But since I got the handle on this, may make it a little difficult, so we will use ring compressors. My light just keep coming on and off just because I got it set. Yeah, it ain't easy to take that off with that handle on there now, is it? Rotate this thing all around. I forget like that. I said, may end up having to take the handle off. We'll just see. Get it on there without it. Oh shoot, she was on it too. She popped out. Alright. Drop her again. Set her back up. About had her there. Try her again. And she's past it. Definitely gonna pull the handle when we do this for real. That ain't easy or fun in the slightest. Not in the absolute slightest. That easy or fun. There she goes. She is down all the way. She slams ahead. Definitely feels like she's yeah, she is. Definitely slamming the head right there. If I truly put pressure down it. Maybe not. Thought she were. Did think it was, but I'll have to go find those bolts. We can bolt it down and truly see, but I think I'm gonna call it tonight. It's already probably 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting pretty tired. Got work in the morning, Sunday night. So we will leave this up on the bench, and this is the next one that we're working on. I know I still got some saws that have worked on. They still got some issues. Some of them really made me mad, so I just need to walk away from them for a little bit. I'll come back to them when I'm ready, and we'll get them sorted back out. The McCulloch Supro 105 is a prime example of that. So we'll come back when we're ready. But till then, we want to do some other things. I said we're going to port this cylinder, 85 cc's. Bottom end seems fine. I think it just, they ran it lean and it popped the top end. We will port it up, at least try to. If not, I've got, like I said, that 7900 cylinder. That's new OEM. I can throw on here. And I actually got another one of these cylinders because I picked it up while they were having a sale for like 60 bucks, which I know they're not great. I think you can make them better, primarily in the transfers. It's the biggest issue. Like I said, you really can't open up, widen them much because the piston skirt being in there. I mean, you can see it on this 60 cc. See on there that skirt is? So you really can't widen them much. Most of the work gained is going to be in the transfers, making sure your exhaust is right at like 199, somewhere in there. And then just give it intake timing, which I'm just going to take it off the piston for that. So appreciate y'all watching. We will hop back in this probably Wednesday and see. Like I said, I'll find the bolts, lock it down, see if it's going to be a head slammer without one of these little shim gaskets. I think it's got 2 different ones in here. Yes, it does. We'll see. If it is, we'll throw that on, check or squish. If it's crazy, yeah, I'm getting tired. We will make our own shim out of something thinner. And we'll get it as tight to 20 as we can. 20, hopefully around 23, 24 degrees, or 23, 24 thousandths. Ooh, I'm getting really tired. Probably end up blocking off this decomp unless I want to throw a different decomp in it. I have some off some Huskies. I'm sure they're the same thread. They all are. This thing is so much like a 372, but it's not a 372. It's not even funny. Like, it's almost like they were designed by Husky. Now the mounts and stuff, I think these are slightly smoother running saw. Definitely more zippy. But I mean, there's so many similarities between this and Husqvarna. It's unbelievable. But without me rambling on, this is going to get ported. This saw's going to be put back into use. We'll clean it up, and hopefully it'll go well. So I appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like what you saw, please hit that like button. Want to see more, hit that subscribe button. We will catch you on the next one. Thanks, y'all. Have a blessed evening. Know Jesus loves you, and we'll catch you around. Thanks, y'all.